Hello to my Libras. All right, Libras, happy last quarter moon in Pisces. Let's get into it. Let's see what is going on in the cards. Hopefully this is reading is helpful to you all. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my personal readings will resume very, very soon. And thank you for those of you all who have supported the books. I appreciate all the love and support. Here we go. I'm a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, and healed relationships, and I am generous and kind with everyone. That's right. Continue being generous and kind with everyone, and continue being a magnet for peaceful, healed relationship, harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships. It's important. Very, very important, right? Let us get into it. So, like I said, we're in a last quarter moon phase in Pisces. You may be watching the video on Tuesday. This reading is for this reading is going to take us into the new moon in Cancer, but this reading is for the 18th, the 18th of June through the 25th of June, because that's a new moon in Cancer. Okay, all right. So let's get into it. All right. Let's get an angel number here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far. Just tell me what I'm seeing in the cards. Tell me what I'm seeing in the cards. 279, synchronicity. So look for signs. Things that keep happening are connected, even if they don't seem to be. The recent patterns in your life are signals from the angels. Today, ask for follow-up signs and remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. Draw a second card later today and see what your angels have to say after you've spent some time paying more conscious attention, right? And also, if you are a reader, if you are a reader yourself, be very mindful of putting your personal business out there, because especially if you have, remember, you all are a relationship sign, right? Libra's rule seventh house, and it's a masculine sign, so it's active, but you're ruled by a feminine planet, right? And I got to say this because your energy is very attractive to a lot of energy, and that's your ruling planet, Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. So you attract everything, right? And so your energy is directed outward as a masculine planet. You're an air sign, you're a cardinal sign, so you can come across as charming, diplomatic, and fair-minded. But on the dark side of Libra is indecisive, people-pleasing, and avoidant, right? And so you want to constantly look for signs everywhere. And so if let's say you're a reader, whether you read cards, coffee, whether you read candle wax, whether you read leaves, whatever you read, right? If you have any kind of public platform, just in general, not just card reading, be very mindful, because you could be also attracting past energies who are obsessed. And I'm saying that specifically in these readings, these current readings, because the judgment card is retrograde. That's Pluto. And within the judgment card is an obsession. So you have a lot of people who are obsessed with assuming people are judging them. You could be talking about something that's 20, 30, 40 years ago, and can be connecting with some energies that are connecting with a part of some energies that is connecting with a part of some energies that are going on in your life right now. You may not even be talking about energies, but it could be striking a chord in some energy. So protect your energy the best way that you know how to. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Yeah. So Pluto, and just all into itself, can cause an emotional roller coaster. But some energies, they're so obsessed with energies, they're looking for any reason to say, oh, they're talking about, may not be talking about anybody at all. So just to protect your energy, protect your energy. But the last quarter moon in Pisces, like I said, deeply spiritual, introspective time, perfect for emotional release, intuitive healing, and closure. It invites you to surrender, trust in your inner wisdom, and let go of illusions and escapism before the next lunar cycle begins. All right. So last quarter moon in Pisces. First question for sources: what emotional wound is Libra ready to be healed or released? Remember, your polarity sign is Aries. So Aries rules first house. You want to know what your sign is in your first house, right? You want to know what your sign is in your first house, right? And you all rule seventh house. So seventh house is all about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and enemies. You do not want to stay in relationship with anybody in your personal professional life and end up being your own worst enemy. Like, oh my God, I didn't listen to all the signs and look for the signs. Is the Eight of Swords here. So looking back, you don't want to be looking back like, oh my God, Eight of Swords, right? Something has ended because you weren't being conservative with your time. Someone is definitely trying to swap something with you. All right. Something in a legal situation. If somebody could have come in contact with two legal energies, entities. So remember, continue being kind and generous with everyone. You are a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, and healed relationships. You could have come in contact with judges or attorneys or law enforcement or whatever the case may be. You and someone may have come in contact with those energies. And so you could be looking back on, gosh, you're so grateful that you spoke some things into existence, that you are a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships, right? While you were in hermit mode, somebody started speaking something, a light came on for you, right? So you're looking for all kinds of signs, and that you know your worth and you know your value. This is the Ten of Pentacles here, right? And so, something is that you're holding near and dear to you, looking at your Four of Pentacles here, of just knowing your worth and knowing your value, right? So you're looking for all kinds of signs. And part of it is your psychic abilities as well. Here we have the King of Swords here, right? King of Swords here, looking for all kinds of signs. Here's the Nine of Pentacles here. So some of the signs. Okay. All right. My camera is just acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, so some of the signs could be, it could be any kind of signs, like people who are incredibly smart, about legal law. It could be financially independent. They could know their worth or their value. They could come from a rich family, or they could be very conservative with their time or conservative with their money. Could be, very conservative with their time and money. Um, I mean, it could be a whole number of things. But certain they could have a lot in common with you, right? So eight, Nine of Cups here. So emotionally, somebody could feel like they hit the jackpot, because knowing your worth and knowing your value is not, you don't have to have the same number in your bank account as everybody else. It's just knowing your worth and knowing your value, like knowing that, oh, okay, you're restricting yourself by being in the wrong company. It's like, okay, why? You're smart, you know your worth and your value. Like, why are you spending time around certain type of energy, right? Why are you doing that? You know your worth and you know your value. So whether you were like this between your mom and your dad, or like your grandparents, or whatever the case may be, like somebody treated you like you somebody treated you like you would have a career, like you had life goals, like you had some achievements even when you were a kid, like you had some kind of a public image. Somebody treated you like you had social status, or like they treated you like you were famous already. Like, here's the Empress card here. Somebody treated you like you carried a lot of gifts, right? And so that's the secret to you, is that you carry that with you wherever you go. Something about your energy is Empress energy. Something about your energy gives very Empress energy, right? So here was the Knight of Pentacles. Something about even the way that you walk, right? Somebody's a hardworking person. Whoever you are, you and somebody are hardworking people. Just something about just the way you walk. It's just like knowing your worth and knowing your value. And so when you're in a company of energies, looking at this right here, where people are disrespectful in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That should be your cue to close something out. Pray about it and close it out. Because then you have some idea who's behind something, who's trying to make you feel worthless, the spirit that's behind it. I feel like some kind of a religious organization is behind something. And I'll say that because I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles here, and the other side of that is Five of Pentacles. Here's the Ten of Wands here. Something is closed out. So you also have some idea who is responsible for closing something out for you as well, because you know your worth and your value. You and someone know your worth and your value. Let me see something here. And you all are financially independent, like just very hardworking energies. You and someone are financially independent, hardworking people who could have just fallen for some kind of bait. People get baited into stuff every single day. And people know who is responsible for baiting some people into um, baiting people into something. Yeah, here's the Eight of Pentacles here. So they can stay somehow connected to someone's money, you and someone's money, to make someone feel worthless and to get someone put out of their place too, right? And they were paid to do it. And so 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is a master number. Somebody had a master key. Somebody used a master key to enter someone's apartment. Somebody was paid to enter someone's apartment, to put something in someone's apartment. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. So this was illegal. Hold on. I don't have to be an attorney to know this. Hold on. Now, who said, wait a minute. What did somebody put in somebody's apartment? Somebody was paid to do something. So wait a minute. Okay, I'm kind of veering off course here with the last quarter moon questions. Try to keep the questions structured, but I'm kind of like veering off the questions here. Hold on. What was put in somebody's apartment? 5 and 6 is 11. 11 looks okay. 11 is a master number, like 22, 33, 44, 99. But 11 is pillar. So it's like, it looks like a door. So it's like somebody was paid to go through somebody's door, use someone's key to go through someone's door. So it says 2 people were paid to come into someone's home. Somebody put something in someone's home as like a pawn. What is this? A symbol, like a pawn, an ankh. Okay, because I'm seeing this on somebody, the side of someone's arm. Light and dark. So water is reflective. So somebody could have put a recorder in someone's house under someone's, see this, like this little pawn right here? Somebody could have put something under someone's, like put a recorder under someone's Yeah, some energies did something that was illegal. hmm And they were paid to do it, but it made someone feel sick to their stomach. Somebody put a recorder in someone's house. They're like looking around like, okay, well, where can we put this? Where can we put something in someone's house to record? So get ready for a lot of money coming back. Get ready for a lot of money coming back. Because they thought they got away with something, but they didn't. Little snaky poos, they didn't get away. They were looking around. These energies kept like looking up, like lifting stuff up to see, like, where can we put this? Where can we put this? Where can we put this? Seven Cups energy is water, right? So water is reflective. So people were like, okay, where can we put something to kind of record something? Like, where can we, because we can record, we can like listen, we can record something, right? Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Ciao. Yeah. Watch a movie. Mm, mm, mm. Ciao. Anywho. So somebody got somebody's child to come into their house to put some kind of recorder in their house to listen to every little thing that was coming in and out of their house. They're trying to find out something. This right here. Now, who lied? Somebody lied about something. Somebody lied about what kind of work you do. hmm So you were baited into something. Whoever you are, you were baited into something. And somebody bullied someone else into, they baited you and someone into something. You were bullied into, and a lot of people were talking about it. Whoever this young person is, something made them sick to their stomach. This lie made them sick to their stomach. Who has this blonde hair? And somebody was watching something, drinking coffee with their cat, watching something like it was a movie to see how something was going to end. Here's a connect with fire. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Child. Connect with your ancestors. Child, the people don't stop playing games. Yeah, who is this? This is somebody you was married to. Child got a bunch of mess started. So this is what they saw when they watched you. They saw you meditating. This is somebody that you were married to. You were married to, either have kids with this energy or whatever. People saw you in hermit mode, but this is somebody that you was married to. Either married in business and or in love, but these energies went to court and told some kind of lie about you behind. They spent a lot of money and a lot of time doing this, and people wanted to see like it was a film. Mm-mm-mm. You know what? Connect with the earth. 13 is rebirth number. These two energies wanted to see somebody in jail. This is just pure evil. Whoever your exes are, I'm gonna leave this reading right here. Is there any last messages, source? Hold on. Let me get these oracle cards here. Somebody has some exes that bully somebody's child. I don't know how old people's children are or whatever, but somebody bullied somebody, made them feel like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders. They feel like they had hit the jackpot. Who? Wait a minute. Hit the jackpot with what? It looks like you had some kind of a spiritual awakening. Hold on. And I'm talking to you wherever Libra is in your birth chart, by the way. So one of a kind. From the moment you emerge into this world, you've had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. Let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. Simplify life. Life is meant to be simple and easy. Don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirit. Receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up. And so no problem. So you're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we have the door is open. So pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. All righty. Whose ex is this? Yeah, this is somebody you was married to. I don't know. You could have kids with this person, or you could create it. You could have kids. I don't know how many kids somebody could have, but it's somebody's ex. Child. All I can say is woo and child. It's purity craziness. This looks like a mm, straight out the movies. Alrighty, let's see. So what is this? Two of Swords. Is this Two of Swords? Yeah, I want to say this is Two of Swords here. Yeah, Two of Swords here. Yeah, this is somebody's ex. Somebody could have been what came in between you and somebody, like meeting some kind of unfortunate end behind closed doors, is two energies. Well, let me just say this. One, people realize that somebody's ex was lying. That's first. Okay. Ex or exes were lying. That's first and foremost. But here's the ace of ace of wands here. Somebody somebody wanted to extinguish you so bad. Somebody wanted to extinguish, like you. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who motivates people, right? Like you really motivate. Like talk about first house. Something about your energy kind of sort of gets people motivated. Um, like you strike a match in people. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. Like you strike a match in people, um, and I mean in a positive way. Like something about your energy is like Ace of Wands energy, right? So this came out in reverse, like upside down. Like something about somebody has an ex that lied and said they feel like, and see this pawn right here? Like they felt like you were playing games or something with them, and like they were baited into. Oh, shit. You know what? Y'all already know the rest. I honestly, God, I don't even know what to say. Libras. Here's a three of wands here. There's a lot of energies that, like I said, somebody you here you are you taking a leap of faith, trying to expand whatever, like something you felt like something was over. Somebody felt like you turned your back on them, or people were talking about you. It's a lot I can say in this reading. One of the things I'll say in this reading, looking at your cards here, is that somebody's ex felt like when they met you, they hit the jackpot. This what this is really about. Somebody felt like when they met, just with this Nine of Cups right here, somebody is dealing with a very impulsive energy, right? So when somebody met you, they feel like they hit the jackpot. Like you marked all the marks off. They felt like they hit the jackpot, right? But then when the scales from your eyes were removed, like you saw something, I don't know what you saw, whatever. People wake up for various reasons. It may not even been something that you saw in them. You may have awakened for something around them. It could have been something, I mean, who knows? I don't know. Something caused you to have some kind of a rebirth, right? Maybe you went outside. Remember you got all four elements outside, like one and three is four, right? But something outside, it could have been outside, something, who knows? Um, Maybe a rebirth happened just kind of walking around the neighborhood, who knows? But you can get recharged from the earth. You got the air, you got water, you got fire, which obviously is the sun, whatever. Somebody has some kind of an awakening in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You had some kind of an awakening. Um, and somebody, whoever you were married to in business and or in love, took something just, I feel like somebody realized after you moved on, this right here, they were going to bully you. So they took some kind of opportunity to get on stage or something. Something they did to get on stage. And two energies actually got on stage. Because usually the Six of Wands is look like a V. Like somebody, like two energies got on stage. There's something about you turn your back on. So this is too much. Anyway, that's your reading. Hydrate yourself. Drink some water. Drink some water. Hydrate yourself. This is what this is. Somebody feels like with you, they hit the jackpot, Libra. I don't know what your life was before, whatever, I don't know. But somebody feel like they hit the jackpot with you. And like I always say about Libra, or whatever you're in the seventh house, your sign rules seventh house. A lot of times people get into relationships and they assume one thing, like, okay, this person, like maybe you're a person who you weren't making that much money or whatever before, or maybe you looked a certain way at first or whatever, and people saw some, oh, who knows? I don't know. Somebody realized after a fact that something started growing for you. You see this person right here? So y'all may or may not have kids. I don't know, because this Empress card does not always mean that you have kids with somebody. You could have kids, but something could have been growing. Like maybe your business was growing. Maybe you were because Empress energy is like, you have secret knowledge, like this right here. You have access to a lot of secret knowledge. You carry a lot of beliefs about things on your back, but something was growing. You see this fish right here? Like you carry a lot of things on your back, but if something was starting to materialize in the physical world, like at first, people had almost written you off. This eight right here is connects us with a death card. It's almost like a person had just like tossed a sheet over a mirror. This person is gone. this person, they don't exist anymore. This person is dead, basically. Um, it's like a person that said, this person is dead to me, right? But then when stuff started to materialize, like your predictions, somebody has psychic gifts. Like when your predictions started to materialize and things started happening, and people were like, "What you? Oh no, And other people started speaking up, like you let this one get away, you let this person get away. This is what this is. When somebody's like starts saying you let somebody get away, then all of a sudden, yeah, that's what this is. All right, okay. Whoever you are, even the cross watchers, get very connected with your birth chart. Get to know all houses in your birth chart, from your first house all the way down to your 12th house. Get to know all parts of your birth chart. But somebody's a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships. Continue being generous and kind with everyone that you meet. Because whoever, I do see somebody getting married, and if you and possibly either creating a business or kids with someone or whatever. But a light for you about your gifts have turned on in hermit mode. Somebody could be getting married. Um, you and somebody could be getting married, not necessarily to each other. It could be you and a family member, or you and a friend, or somebody could be getting married. But I feel like somebody now knows their worth and knows their value after being around energies who have devalued you. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, so make sure you're hydrating yourself. Make sure you're hydrating yourself. Somebody, whoever gets you, whoever you end up with in terms of like marriage, they will know. They will treat you like they're not gonna let you get away. And I'm talking about and not in an obsessive way either. I'm talking about in a very healthy way. You're gonna look back and just see how um restricted you were just in your thinking. Maybe somebody was raised to be like, maybe somebody was, maybe somebody was raised to only date a certain, I don't know. Maybe somebody was only raised to date a certain race or culture or religious background or whatever the case may be. But hello, it's 2025, so whatever. Maybe you and somebody was just raised to date just a certain type of people. Whatever. But whatever, it's 2025. Anyway, whoever is you and somebody end up with, y'all, you and it's y'all not ended up together, but it's like you and somebody gonna feel like y'all had hit the jackpot. So it could be you and a sibling or marrying people. Y'all both are gonna feel like y'all hit the jackpot. It could be you and your kids or you and your whoever are gonna feel like y'all hit the jackpot. Because again, you're a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, and healed relationship. But whoever you were with in the past, if they got to do all of this, listen, that's what I have for you. This is what I have for you. So keep yourself hydrated. You've gone through a rebirth because nobody have time for drama. All of this is just drama. Because I was saying, like, looking at your cards, like, what in the world? What is this? What is this? Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's all just collect ourselves and just take a deep breath. That's what I child. What in the world? Anyway, that's what I see for you in your reading. Uh, mm, have a great day. Make it a great day. All right. Bye.